really starts to take over, and you have a ton. Your entire team is physical damage, right? Like that's what's really good about this.
Yeah, and if you're having a good game, you're going to be high leveled. He's going to hit that 15 talent, and you're just going to shred through these buildings. So Shadow Fiend is squishy at the start. Maybe you can get a kill with like the spell combos from Kunkka, Snapfire. That lane could start to become okay. But I'm worried because I don't think mid is going to be amazing. You know, maybe it's even, sure, but I really think this Treant is going to struggle if they break his tree's top. And currently they're smoking up there, which I feel like you try for the first blood because you have Death Toll. If something happens or not, like as you're leaving the area, Fly goes over, breaks some trees, and then Treant actually took Primeval Power, which I thought he was going to take the sapling one and just heal up the Wind Ranger to get her through the lightning stage. But now that's a lot harder to do.
I've never seen anybody take Primeval Power.
I know some people have explored with it, but I'm not sure if I believe this is the game for it. But I'm willing to see, you know, looking forward to it.
Okay, I mean, I'm trying to work out in my brain here why you'd go Primeval Power. I mean, I guess Visage is actually a very low armor hero. Oh, Lelit. I mean, he literally had to throw it there. If he had just thrown it slightly sooner, she's trapped in between the stairs and the wall. So she actually has no way to get out of those shards. So it's actually a really nice attempt. They're going to go for him again here with the Blood Grenade. Has a second Wind Run. Do you have the shards? No. Okay. So Wind Run level 1. It's not that bad for the Wind Ranger. Nice deny.
Since these trees didn't get broken, it will be a little easier to use Primeval Power to punch back.
Yeah. If he could get on top of the Visage, he could do a lot of damage, right? Like, this hero doesn't have a ton of armor. You have 96 damage on the Treant Protector. The problem is you don't trade well against a Tusk because of Tusk's innate. And this is the thing that's like actually really frustrating. Like, Tusk has 50 less damage than this hero, but is trading almost evenly. So, kind of funny.
Primeval Power adding in a little bit more power there to fight back, so kind of getting something. Well, he's trying to D-ward, though. They're going on the Wind Ranger.
Primeval Power reminds me of Heroes of Newerth Treant Protector so much. Because in Heroes of Newerth, you could actually go like Mask of Madness, like Basher, Sanj, and Yasha on this hero, and you could actually play him as a carry. So it's something I was hoping that they're trying to get towards with this facet, but I don't know.
Kunkka got 3 last hits. That's a pretty rough start.
Really
messing
sick
him
cogs
with them
here.
with the cogs.
He didn't go Little Shredder 1, right? You go Scatter Blast here, which typically against the Clockwork, it's not that uncommon to see like an early point in Little Shredder. We're going to see them actually get aggressive here. Great body blocks from Fly. Getting a lot of damage out. The Torrent off the mark. Yuma. Oh, he gets set up for a perfect pushback on the cogs, but it's not enough to finish off the Kunkka. Oh, he misses the raise. Nice dodges there from the Snapfire, but Yuma, he's got one more auto attack, one more raise. He gets the kill. Archibone's going to probably eat that tree, right? He's got a tango. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Yeah, there he goes. All right, first blood for the Shadow Fiend is quite nice. I think a little bit expected, right?
If there was going to be a first blood, it was either top or bottom. And looking like they're going for it top now, too. Getting low, but not enough Soul Assumption charges. Oh, wait.
Jeez.
Needs one more.
Gotta chill, bro.
He's got 3 mangoes.
Tango.
I mean...
Yeah. He's dead. Oh, never mind the stick. Okay, nicely played. Good bait. Gunner takes a lot of damage off the creep wave. Mid lane, a solo kill from Copy. Takes down the Storm Spirit. I mean... He picks this confidently into the storm.
I think you can pick Pango confidently into most things, but that is certainly what you want. He's going to creep drag around to go get the bounty rune while also making sure as many creeps as possible are denied to that mid tower while Storm is dead. TP's in, but yeah, he's already missed the banner creep several. Top, Treant barely living, finished with the ice shards.
Oh, not barely living. Dragonson, he's trying to chase down Gunner, but he can't do it. And that's 2 stacks of that gold going the way of the Visage. So he might deny himself to the tower. Looks like he does exactly that. Doesn't mind giving a little bit of gold back their way, but he'll come back to lane full set of resources.
How much money does he have now? He doesn't have as much money as I thought he would.
On the shadow or on the Visage?
The death toll, yeah. Maybe it didn't quite get them. Maybe the timing.
I think it did, but it is only level 2, so he's only getting like maybe 100 extra gold from it.
That's fair.
Bottom lane, Yuma, he gets the auto attack, but he dies in the process. I was gonna say the other thing though is he has spent a lot. Like Visage always spends a lot of money on consumables, right? He started he's spent like what 4 or 5 mangoes at this point.
I'm not sure how many, but that is fair. He is buying a lot of consumables. Maybe he also didn't have like the full soul assumption chargers when he hit them. You get your gold based on how many chargers you have. So.
Oh really? I thought it was just based on the level.
It's both.
That's why I'm bad. Mid lane, they're going for a dive here, but he's got a lot of resources to heal back up on this Storm Spirit. Copy. Does have a shield crash to turn around with, and that's exactly what he wants to do. Gets it onto the 2 heroes. Now looking for the Snapfire. He loses a big courier, the wand, blood grenade, and some wards for Lelis. That is costly.
A little XD for the courier kill. Lelis is like, okay, you want to XD me? I could follow you into the jungle then.
Do you want to farm somewhere? Because force in the Treant Protector TP, sidestep the Nature's Grasp. These are 2 tanky boys, the Clockwork and the Tusk. You're not quite level 6 on the Treant Protector or on the Storm Spirit, but Copy, he's level 6 on the Pangolier, and he's got his eyes set on the Storm Spirit. Won't be able to dive him under the tower, but they're going to turn their attention back towards the tree here as the snowball comes through. He's trying his best to keep himself alive, but another shield crash comes in, and now it actually clips the Storm. He's got another swashbuckle in a moment, trying to dodge out some of this damage. The XD finally gets punished. They get him under the tower. A very long dive from Nouns, but it pays off.
I mean, you mentioned earlier, these are tanky heroes, so they just balance the tower aggro. Hold on, Yuma, while the supports are gone, might be in a bit of trouble.
Mango as well as a Fairy Fire. Yeah, he's fine now. The question is, can he get away? He gets the raise. You can't run, buddy.
Doesn't need to get away.
Oh, no. Double kill, a 2v1 in the safe lane, and Yuma comes out ahead. That's huge. And now that minus armor aura, he has 2 stacks on it. That's huge.
That kill is also going to set up for Fly to steal the Wisdom Rune. Treant's trying to come over, but he's so slow, man. Oh, that's going to be a double Wisdom Rune steal. They are going to kill Fly for it, but that's so worth it.
Okay, yeah,
and it's like 3 heroes over here as well. Yeah, at some point, they'll go get their own Wisdom Rune. It's safe for now. Look, Lelis like, yeah, XD me. I'll follow you into any jungle now, Storm. Split all your XP with me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's really annoying. Gunner is level 6 on the Visage in the top side, so you got to be a little bit careful of what he can do now in the lane. They're just forcing out Storm's mana. He does get a D ward here, which is quite nice, but he's out of mana now completely. The shards will block him off. They've chased him to the ends of the earth. Another shield crash out from Copy, and that will be enough.
One for the D ward before trying to escape, but since he's low level and a little underfarmed, right? Maybe if he has another mana item or something, he can get away, but oh, another dive in the mid lane.
Copy's got plenty of health here to play with, and Clockwork as well as Tusk again. They don't mind taking the tower, at least for a short moment, trying to finish off the Snapfire. He gets him with the Blood Grenade. They're doing such a good job at toggling the tower aggro. Archibone's making his rotation here now on this Kunkka, but he's not quite level 6. We'll just drop the X, the Torrent here, trying to finish off Fly, but in comes Gunner on the Visage. And this is when you got to be careful. The Soul Assumption Gold, if it starts to stack up, Wind
I think you
Ranger?
cancel this.
Yeah, I think you have to. Copy's just had a regen running the whole time as well.
Under attack.
Balanced rune.
They actually see the storm here, and they're just taking his farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the funny thing is, there's 11 kills, and Visage is only in 2 of them. Gunner's probably asking, he's like, why do you guys keep fighting mid? I had Death Toll. Come top. I would kills top. But now he's got his ult, so he doesn't care. He'll join wherever. Mr. Achy Bones, oh no.
Oh, Achy Bones. I don't know why I said Archie Bones earlier. I don't know why I saw an R in
Alternate
there.
ego.
Gunner about to... Ooh, I think you still get credit for it. I think they updated it to where it's like, if it's even in the air, if it's been cast on the unit, it gets the stack.
Trying to find a kill on Fly. You actually
Shot.
can't get
Is he
it.
an op gamer? Where is he?
Just do it. Just throw it. Just throw it, man. Just do it.
Oh no. Gunner's here.
Not killing Fly is painful. 13-3, a 6k gold lead at 10 minutes. Pretty rough, but maybe not too surprising. I think a lot of people would guess that this could happen. That Nouns, very capable team with an early draft. This is definitely what they're hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't joking when I said this team rotates more than almost anybody else between the 5 to 15 minutes. I mean, they were diving mid-tier 1 to mid-tier 2 at 5.5 minutes, right? With 4 heroes, you know, or like with 3 heroes. Then Gunner comes in at like 8 minutes. He's like, yeah, we're gonna make sure that this tower dies. So, yeah, it's exactly their play style. They just leave the Shadow Fiend bottom in a advantageous matchup of this, you know, Kunkka, like, who can't really threaten him until he's level 6, and because he had a rough start, Yuma kind of just free. Level 9 now. With the Dragonlance completed, Mask of Madness has to be a little bit careful. He gets caught on the X boat. He could die. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage.
So much.
He saw the Wind Ranger coming in for a moment. I think they are baiting this one out. There's going to be the Rolling Thunder on through. A raise comes from downtown. They give the kill on over to Yuma as our Cogs is going to prevent the Snapfire from going anywhere at all. She's going to pop a little shutter, try and heal up a little bit, or find a little bit of extra CS. But yeah, this is the problem of the net worth difference here. 2 stacks as well on the Shadow Fiend now. So this aura is really devastating. As you can see, this he's just chunking this guy, and that's a 3rd one. How much armor reduction is this right now? So it's 3 stacks. It is...
It's 7, since it's max level at 7, and then with a 3 extra, puts it at...
It's an additional 6.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so just 13 AoE minus armor. That's not bad.
Certainly. And with this facet, right, it used to just be default, but now it's only on this facet. You do get that stacking necromastery, so up to 4, I believe.
Yeah, 4 already. He's
right
gonna
now.
dive the Snapfire, dude. I can feel it. They're waiting. They're looking for someone. They actually have an Orchid? Bruh. All right, that's brutal. An Orchid reveal this early, huh?
Has an amplified damage rune too, and didn't even feel like he needed to use it there. Yeah, the itemization, it's a good awareness, right? That the only way the Dire can come back in is with their spell damage early, right? Snapfire, ult, Kunkka boat combo, all that stuff, storm zipping in. So there is a pipe in the works on Visage. Everyone is building lots of health, which is one way to counter the magic nuke damage. And then you've got an Orchid on Copy, so you want to use spells? I say no spells, right? So now you got to wait for that Whirlwind to do damage, and that's not going to happen for another 20 minutes. So there's just not a lot of playmaking potential here.
Banking the rolling thunder. I wonder, it's a little bit strange that like this one is the facet that builds the extra souls, right? Because you want to play around the Requiem, which is like the spellcaster build, but this is the build that doesn't go spellcaster. But it does give you a lot of damage at least. So
Yeah, I think it's more right.
Up rolling thunder there. I was a little bit afraid of getting caught from the double core, just making space though as the 14-minute wisdom rune's coming. And Tusk as well as Visage are positioned on the right side here, ready to fight for it. As, yep, there's the Snapfire. She is still level 5. Oh, that's sad. I don't know how you come up here. They're going to try it, but they can just drop the familiars. Walrus punch 1, Walrus punch... they're going to be able to get on top of Gunner. He's trapped, but a snowball comes through. It's going to buy him a little bit of time. They're going to probably sacrifice themselves. Another familiar drop as he resummons them, trying to do what he can, but his team deciding it's not worth the rotation. So Lelis will just shard block himself. He's going to just waste a little bit of extra time, go for the TP out, not going to make it. All right, that's a couple of really nice kills. But is it enough? I don't know. We'll see.
It was a very necessary kill. We're at 10k behind, right? And usually you'd say, oh, that was like 5 heroes for 2. It's really not worth it map-wise. And that's kind of true, but you actually can't get those kills without pretty much all 5 heroes, right? If it had been 4 heroes, Copy was nearby. He was thinking about going in. And I think if it's only 4 heroes, he does commit the roll, and you start getting some trades there. But because it's 5 heroes, he's like, I'm going to cut my losses. Sorry, guys, I'm out of here, right? So you finally get something. But it is painful. It does mean Yuma is happily farming on the other half of the map. There was a support in the mid lane farming, right? So it's really not a massive loss for Nouns, but more of we finally got some XP on our support. Maybe we can start making plays again next time those ults are up, and that's our way to have enough damage to find something in this game. But there is going to be a Roche taken at 15 minutes here.
I like this a lot. This is such a smart Roshan to pick this up early. Storm Spirit's just gonna zip in. Wait a minute. Do they have the familiar drop? They don't in time. He gets veered off onto the side. Fly's gonna find him with a hook shot. He's got almost no mana left. Yuma, he wants to try and make the trip around the side to find this kill. He's like, I want the stack. Give me this one, guys. But no. Fly's gonna grab it. Yuma's gonna TP back to the mid lane. Meanwhile, there's a whole fight happening on the bottom side of the map as Copy manages to take down the Snapfire, and now looking for another, but Treant Protector should make it out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, when Storm's up, you have all your big ultimates. You gotta try to make a play. And by a big play, or by a play, I don't mean like a big one. I mean like you're just trying to find a pick off. Even the support's okay.
Yeah, you take anything you can get. I mean, the fight at the rune, like your Snapfire was level 5 at the time, picks up the Wisdom Rune and gets level 6. But yeah, great smoke break from Fly. He's got Gunner nearby. There's going to be a massive amount of damage coming from the Mortimer Kisses, but Shadow Fiend just eats the Treant Protector alive. Manta's off the overgrowth, and now they've caught another. It's going to be the Wind Ranger, and it's only a few auto attacks from the Shadow Fiend necessary to bring down this hero. Copy slowing up Kunkka. Mask of Madness out. He pops the boat, gets cookied on forward. The chase, not going to be able to find him, but Copy will continue to zone them off. Well, I was going to say maybe not able to find him, but never mind. Lelis has a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, they're pretty rich.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
On the side of Nouns.
It's just
that was probably just his drinking buddies.
Yeah, just good old drinking buddies.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, off of that, so Visage got that pipe to counter the spell damage I was talking about, and then I said, okay, the next thing you have to now hope for is eventually that Whirlwind. It's almost on its Crimson Guard. It's on the way. You're just not going to be able to take any kind of straight-up fight, as we've seen for the last, I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nouns is going to do it properly, though. They're honestly strong enough to just go straight high ground, but it is also the one avenue in which you maybe throw this game. So seems like they want to find pickoffs and take the tier 2s to just continue to grow the lead. Very safe play.
Yeah, looking at what's going on here in this bottom lane, I don't know how you deal with this. Like, you have the presence aura effects building, so if you take a fight outside your base, like close to your base, and you lose that fight, this Shadow Fiend will be applying, you know, 10, 15 extra minus armor onto these buildings. And there's one stack, so that's
He's at 9.
Yep. The Orchid comes out. They get on top of the Storm Spirit. Just one tapped, and yep, up to 11. These towers, look at their armor, man.
Look at that thing go.
There's just no saving these buildings at all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that should be the first lane of Rax here. And I don't think you even have to leave the base. I think you just head to the bottom lane. Tier 2 top is still up, but you can get yourself the mid and the bottom barracks. Or, I guess you could just end. Yeah. Why do you stop this?
It. You sit behind Yuma. He can just 3-tap this Treant Protector, unironically. Yep.
How dare you? That was 6 at least.
At least 6 auto attacks. My bad. He wasn't drinking buddies, though, so really, you know. All right, going for the wave clear here. They do manage to do it, but they can just go right into the bottom tower. They can tank this for days. The Seeds of Serenity, the good old gargoyles from Visage. I know they're called familiars, but I like calling them the gargoyles, you know?
They look like gargoyles.
They are.
Actually,
like,
this skin does not
right?
quite look like gargoyles, maybe.
Is he gonna be able to finish these off? It's close. Yeah, he does. One more auto attack. They're gonna take the Tormentor right at 20 minutes from the side of the Dire here. Gunner just resummons the familiars to not give up any gold. And yeah, for now, the presence of the Dark Lord, those stacks have fallen off, so you don't get as much of that, you know, pressure, but you got plenty of damage. You're not worried about it at the moment, so 2 lanes of barracks now threatened. The Wind Ranger still trying to farm up some core items here. Drinking Buddies pulls him back as Yuma
Manta dodges the boat.
Dodge of the boat. 7 seconds on the Aegis, actually. Needs to be a little bit careful when the Orchid comes out. They just take down the Storm Spirit. Overgrowth is there from the tree end, trying to get sniped by Gunner. In comes the Wind Ranger, a big focus fire, but has to run. The Snowball and the Clockwork chasing after. They take down another support. Achy Bones is going to be next. The GGs come out, and Nouns, as, I mean, I don't want to say as predicted, but like this is their sweet timing a lot. 20 minutes, going high ground, ending the game. A dominant performance from them once again.
I think the off lane needs to go well for Difference team. You need to get some good brambles, good axes. Because I'm not sure I believe in the others as much. Oh, well, okay. So it looks like it is going to be Marcy carry, actually.
It is. Okay. That makes more sense to me. I think if you were to run the Monkey King in the safe lane, it would feed. Like, I was trying to say, like, I was trying to kind of maybe give it some hope, but I really didn't.
Those are my true thoughts.
Yeah, it's like I didn't have a lot of faith in a safe lane. Awkward pause. So, smoke pops. Gunner's going to get scouted there. They see Achy Bones on the high ground. I doubt they walk up here.
Some, they got to ask permission to get in.
Yeah, that's true. They're like vampires. If you don't say like they can come in, they're not allowed to enter. All right. They're just going to secure the boar last hit. Easy enough. And walk away.
Free money?
Yeah, you got old Yellard for sure. Boar
down. I think the teams are having some fun this game number 2.
30 seconds to battle.
Got a stick charge out of it? He doesn't even have a stick.
He doesn't even have stick? Oh, no.
It's fake. It's fake. Someone call him out.
Nobody has a stick.
That's a rarity.
Yeah, I'm not seeing sticks on anybody. I guess maybe
Fly
Io
has
does.
one.
Fly does? Okay. All right, they go aggressive here. Managed to get in there to take the enemy enemy bounty rune. Good stuff. Ends up just being a 2 for 2. The Ironwood tree seemingly uncaring about the auto attacks from the heroes, obviously.
Well, you don't have to care. It's way too strong. Fly going to get the immediate D ward, which is great to do because this hero is so slow. You want to just stay in the lane if possible. You don't have to leave to come back to that small camp. So good to preemptively check. They have sticks for the tree bros up top, which makes a lot of sense. There's going to be a lot of boar, hawk, axe spam, dark brambles, or bramble maze coming out from dark willow. Right, so you get a lot of stick charge from them. Yuma just going to navigate this bramble maze real quick.
Dang, they get a first kill bottom immediately onto the Marcy. I didn't think that they would have kill potential until they hit level 2, but someone got caught out, and I mean, that's the thing. Like, the Mars Snapfire is a lot of damage.
I'm not really sure how that happens, actually, because it's not like you got speared back. So I don't know, just caught off guard by burst, I guess. Which IO Marcy, we were talking about being in a strong lane. It will become a strong lane, but you need the sidekick regen paired with tether. That's when it gets really good. To start, the first few levels are a little awkward, but you win the war of attrition once you start getting a couple levels, and then over the long course of the laning stage, you're just constantly out regenning.
Yeah. Mid lane's going quite well for the puck. 5-2. Or I'm sorry, 10-2 to the 5-1. I mean, this is not going to be a great lane for this Monkey King. Copy has gone for Curveball here, which allows him to pretty reliably find harassment damage into the Monkey King with the orb, and still be able to jaunt away from him so he doesn't build up Jingu stacks pretty easily. So yeah, I like it a lot. Oh, that is not where you want to be. Underneath the enemy tower, goes for the dispose, but it's not enough. And he's going to lose the courier.
Ooh, Marcy passive matters.
The Marcy passive ends up mattering. 1 HP left on that courier. That's a full Wraith ban for her. I thought she disposed him first, but it was the cookie. So
I got caught off guard by that.
Yeah,
I hope they change Marcy passive. She's kind of a good enough hero already, but I feel like it's pretty boring.
It's a very, I'm pretty sure they wanted to give that innate to somebody. They had it as an idea written down, and they got to Marcy, they're like, we have no idea what to give this hero. I'm like, oh wait, what about that random innate we had?
The innate ability from both these safe lane heroes is actually pretty boring. I hope they both get changed.
Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about. I was like, you can play really quick on the puck here against this Monkey King because Curveball is so fast. It actually doesn't allow him to get to the 4th Jingu. Copy will do the trick of pulling 2 tower shots.
Gunner.
Cookie gets him away for now. And that might be enough.
He also has a holy a Lotus to bait with.
Yeah, he might go for the spear onto the IO. No, he's going to hold it. This is just the regen
starting to get to the... Yeah, now they're starting to hit their stride.
You just
don't be careful of the burst,
so
though.
Heavily. Well, that's exactly what happens there. Blood grenade out, but a retether to the downside. Nice positioning from the Marcy to give him the target.
Do you want to do this, Dismos?
It's close. I mean, if he gets in range, he's looking for the full bore. Oh, just barely off the mark. They're going to turn back around. The cookie on forward. Gunner will finish the kill. Needs to just walk away from the Marcy, but can't do it. And do end up trading 1 for 1.
I think you're happy with that. For the Marcy. So far, though, Yuma has not moved around, which carry natures did not move around as much, which is why I kind of like him in that mid lane. But he's actually saving the skill points. Oh, now he spends them. So we might start to see him join in on these fights. And once you commit the rebound in, you really don't have an escape on Marcy, right? So she's got to be careful of going a little too far if she feels too strong as they win this war of attrition.
Yuma might be, or I'm sorry, Yuma copy almost gets a solo kill in the mid lane. But yeah, top lane, Yuma's having a great time. Has just the Ironwood Treants, which you can't really do a whole lot against. They're just so dang tanky. Anytime the boar comes out from Achy Bones, he just runs it at the boar.
My summon is superior. Nature wins.
Ooh, bottom lane. Another brawl coming out, this time going again in favor of the Marcy Gunner. Does he have any spells
spear?
up? Just slowed by the tether. They're not. They were going for the sprout into spear there for sure, but Gunner a little bit too low. Don't want to risk it. 6-minute rune comes out. Fly grabs an invis. We'll just immediately pop it and put a lot of damage into this Dark Willow copy. We'll dodge out the Bramble for now. The silence does connect. The coil comes out even as well. They're trying to get vision of this hero. He's got an orb in a moment. He actually dodges it. A little bit of a misplay there from Copy, not hitting the orb, but, well, I say that. This Monkey King came out very far, and he is the one who's in trouble instead. So they wanted the Dark Willow. They get credited the Monkey King instead. And Copy, he might just look for a dive here in a second. He's got an orb back off cooldown. If he gets vision, well, he actually has vision of the Dark Willow. Hits her on the orb, follows the jaunt. Waning Rift to follow here in a moment. Doesn't even need it, actually. Just a couple auto attacks is enough. Good rotations from Fly into the mid lane.
Adding the flat value to Puckish has been so good for this hero. That was a pretty long tower dive. Puck came out with more health than it started with. Right?
Yeah.
It's just, you can get so much when you dodge a lot of creep attacks, tower attacks, maybe spells and heroes, right, depending on the matchups, but it's just been so much free regen for this hero, and now they're stealing a stack that the Beastmaster definitely wants. They're rotating heroes, you gotta protect this.
Oh, the silence to dodge the roar. The root's there. He gets caught. Can the Puck make it out? Absolutely not. Very good kill from the Radiant there. Doesn't get the
so
stack,
important
but
to get.
yeah, gets a kill instead. That's huge.
This time we have a much closer game, right? It's only like a 1-2K difference at 7 to 8 minutes. So much better start for Difference team here. But we'll see if the Nature's rotation starts to make a difference, because right now he's mostly just been in his own lane.
Yeah, it's really true. Coil out in the mid
Coil
lane.
mid?
And here comes the Nature's Prophet. There, you just mentioned it. An immediate rotation in mid into the coil, and they're going to be able to tank this tower a little bit here, put some damage in. Gunner, bottom lane, in some trouble. Does have an arena if he wants to pop the stick. He's going to do exactly that. He'll make it outside. They are now trapped. In comes Fly, trying to just beat down this Io. Doesn't have the damage himself, but Lelis, does he get in range for the full bore? He won't. So Io makes it out. Gunner will live. Meanwhile, behind the tier 2 tower mid is Copy, pressuring these Dark Willow and Beastmasters. Another rotation
should find
bottom.
Fly.
It's a nice kill. Lotus actually needs to be a little bit careful. He's going to pop the Unleash, try to just get on top of the Snapfire Gunner. He might be able to spear the Marcy. Oh, just barely off the mark. Disposed back into the Wukong's command, and Gunner's going to go down. A very nice dive from Difference as, well, it's similar to what we saw earlier. They were looking for a Dark Willow, and they got the Monkey King this time. They were looking for the Snapfire and get the Mars.
Difference has given themselves a game this time. I'm trying to see where their item timings are lining up. There is the Ags in the works for the Beastmaster, he's having an okay game, but it's not going to be the fastest Ags. Coil in the mid lane. This Dark Willow is dead. Nature's never going to make it in time to steal that kill.
It's all right. He's jungling. He's going to know about the
Dragon
Nature's
Sin finds
Prophet.
Yuma.
Ooh, in comes the reload. They're going to get a little bit of help from Fly, but the roar is there. It's not enough help at all. Yuma goes down on the Nature's Prophet. We are seeing a much stronger early game lineup here from the side of difference. But all right, Gunner and Copy ready and waiting bottom lane. The Spirit back into the tower, the arena to follow it up. And the Marcy will die this time. So they get something out of it. Fly top lane, though, getting ran at by the Monkey King. Boundless Strike is out. The Axis from downtown. He gets him on the last auto attack there. Nicely done. A lot of kills here. 7 to 8 at just 10 minutes.
Dire's top tower is
He does realize that probably a ward is what let them kill him because of that. Nature is going to rotate in, get the quick D ward, I imagine.
Dire's top tower.
She puts his own observer on the cliff as well.
I just
Because
realized...
he wants to sit... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was like, Copy does not go bottle on mid puck.
I mean, I guess he got so much free regen.
Yeah, it's like he just has a bunch of extra regen and goes double null tally instead. Achy Bones. I don't know, I keep putting the R in there. Achy Bones goes down. Copy. Gonna dodge a little bit of damage here of that Bedlam, but a spear back from Gunner. Once again, the Sprout does do a little bit of damage, but he's just getting in range for the God's Rebuke. Pops the phase boots to close the gap, and he gets him. But yeah, he's just got a Witchblade on the puck. Spear back, connects onto the Monkey King. He's going to be able to get a little bit of space here, but not enough. Sniped before he can get the Jingu stacks up. And they grab the tower as well.
Radiant's top tower.
Does the... Bedlam isn't an instant hit, right? It's a projectile. Can
It's a
Puck
projectile,
dodge,
yeah.
like a bunch
He
of them in
gained
one
two
go?
instances. Yeah, that's what
Nice.
happened. I was looking at it too because I was like, I saw the Bedlam come out and he just phase shifted and got instantly like 2 stacks of his innate up. So, and ended up healing off like a lot of the damage he took initially.
Smoke from the supports. They did see Io Marcy, and they have Coil. So if you can get the Coil combo into Snapfire ult, maybe even a Treant ult.
And Overgrowth as well, yeah. Which, mid lane, looks like they've got their eyes set here on the Monkey King. He actually whiffs the silence, but there's the Coil. Mortimer Kids are there. Roar on the other side finds Gunner, but you are alone, Mr. Achy-Bone. Yuma comes in to offer the assist. Here comes the Io Marcy. Overgrowth is still available. So I don't know if
It's
they have
pretty hard,
damage
though.
to pace them. It's looking close. Yuma actually now in a rough spot. The Dispose back. There's going to be the Terrorize. They don't even need it. They get the kill. The Armlet being done. A lot of damage from the Marcy. Well played.
The classic Io Marcy really helping them out here. They're able to bring the numbers. They had a strong laning stage once they started to hit their stride. You know, okay, maybe the laning stage is a little back and forth. But since then, they've managed to get several successful relocate ganks. And she's dropped out of the meta being a melee carry. You know, as a support Marcy, we see that a bit. But carry Marcy does hit hard very early.
Yeah. I'm surprised, actually. I just noticed this. The Dark Willow did not go for the Shade debuff facet. She's gone for the increased Bramble, which don't the Thorny Thicket, right? Which we don't really see
Yeah.
that often anymore. A lot of people don't go Thorny Thicket, but has opted for it this game.
Yeah, I think the idea is to have a little bit more lockdown for her team, which is a bit lacking. And especially for the relocate, right? If you can manage to hit any of those brambles, that should be enough time for the relocate to connect. Compared to throwing shade, which like I do more damage, but they walk away before the relocate gets here, then, you know, like what's the point?
Yeah. 14-minute Wisdom Rune. They know they're making a play for it on the bottom side. He's going to just
Solo
tick
kill.
out to that Witchblade. They see this. They're TPing in some heroes. The question is, will they make it in time? A smoke up on the Mars and the Snapfire. Gunner, does he have a blink?
No,
He
not
has-
yet.
Not yet. Okay. It's going to be a little bit difficult. He's going to find the IO, though. Spear's going to connect, pin him against the wall. God's Rebuke to cancel
Oh, nice.
the tether. Nicely done. Backside of the fight. Oh, the cookie. They were trying to use that to stun up the TPing out Dark Willow. Unfortunate, doesn't really connect. They still get the IO at least. And now they're going to look for the tier 1 tower.
Just a slight miscommunication there. It's tough. Even for the pros, the cookie coordination is difficult.
A little bit of a freebie there for the Marcy topside, committing the Unleash onto the Treant Protector.
Radiant's bottom tower
Get themselves their own tower.
Dire's structures are fortified.
With these kills, Marcy, she still needs about a... She needs the recipe for her BKB, but...
Uh-oh.
No Monkey King.
He just... Oh, he has a barrier. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Copy. He didn't take the jaunt. He might still be able to make it out. All right. This guy's just playing at the limit. Never mind. He knows he's got the backup. Oh, man.
I was looking close. Yeah, this Monkey King's been having a rough game. But I'm conflicted on it because that was their first pick, and it it feels a little weird. At the same time, something has to be revealed, and although Monkey King is struggling, it does mean like the Marcy IO combo was able to come out, the Beastmaster, right? So those are the lanes that are going well. Someone sort of has to get sacked, and we've kind of seen Monkey Kings get sacked because you actually just provide a lot of utility with your Simian Stride to scout things out, and then eventually contribute with like some good ultimates. Like you do scale up over time.
And we're seeing some items start to come out on some of these heroes, right? There's the Aghanim Scepter on the Beastmaster, the Marcy's BKB, I think borderline complete. And as you mentioned, a little bit of utility for the Monkey King, just going for the Mage Slayer, realizing, yeah, if I can apply the debuff in the fights, maybe that'll be enough to get my other heroes away into this. Oh, they find
Monkey
him.
King, this is not the place.
He jumps right through 3 heroes, gets found. Lelis gonna pop the cookie, make it out, but a huge coil silence onto the backside, catches 3. Gunner debating on going in with the arena, holding it for now, which is a little bit of a surprise as Spirit back finds the Marcy. Terrorize is available. They pump fake, it doesn't connect. There's the arena. Traps 2 inside. The IO Marcy, the overgrowth is out from Fly. Heal back up, like you said. Yeah, Spear's gonna pin down that IO, but they've taken down the Beastmaster. We got 2 different fights happening. The IO Marcy in their own world, but they're about to get chased down here as the rest of Nouns is making their rotations. Another Spear out, Compy up onto the high ground. No, holds it. Great God's Rebuke from Gunner, able to cancel out that rebound, but Compy's in a bad spot. Ooh.
They need like one more auto attack.
Dude, is he actually going to live?
Toggle?
Great. Armlet toggle. Copy from the high ground, though. Another armlet toggle trying to get away. The curveball. Does he follow? Does he chase? He's thinking about it. In comes Yuma. And now, finally, they will take down the Marcy.
There are like 4 sick armlet toggles in there, though. Very nicely done to really drag that out. Almost get the puck. Man, it's got to be so annoying. They're so close to killing Copy like 5 different times this game. If just a couple of those worked out a little better, they'd be in such a better spot.
This Monkey King is not having a great time.
This is pretty much a support Monkey King at this point.
Yeah,
which is rough to say. Yeah.
I mean, the Marcy's doing some serious damage, as we can see, but it is not easy for them to win the fights with only that 1 damage dealer. The Beastmaster just ran down in that fight as well. If he's able to get a roar off and maybe stick on top of the Nature's Prophet, it could be completely different, but he had Puck, Nature's Prophet, and he had the Snapfire all chasing after him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Copy is pushing his hero to the limits.
Yeah.
You always see him behind these tier 2 towers. Just having a good time.
Dire are scanning.
Topside, they did see a few heroes there. Courier goes down mid thanks to Lelis. Oh, they're thinking of just coiling, but they don't have Mortimer Kisses. He's just going to do it anyway. Copy knows he is strong. He will use the Jaunt of the Orb to go back. He needs 2 attacks for the Jingu. He's not going to get it. An Orb to finish him off. Copy is being such a nuisance. And topside, they knew it was happening, but they just barely missed it. Not enough vision here around the pit. They backed out of the perfect time, and now with no arena, Nouns need to be careful. There's no coil either. This is a good time for Difference to fight if they can find their opening. opening spear back, grabs the IO, flies here, a big full bore. The heals, is it going to be enough from the Marcy? Mortimer kisses are out, but Gunner is so dead. They won't be able to take down one. Copy comes in, the BKB out for the Marcy, but the overgrowth from Fly, he was ready and waiting. Punished anyway. Who needs the arena? Who needs the coil? You got the ults of the supports.
He's got the coil for mid now, though. Oh no, Monkey King.
No.
This is
guy,
bullying.
He doesn't even need the coil. It's just so much damage from these two. Like Parasma is almost done, and Parasma will eat this hero alive. Fly is just sitting here, stacking some XP, waiting for his puck to get just a little bit closer. And this will do it. I mean, Fly's actually dying to the summons here, which is kind of funny, but of course the old growth comes in. Yuma's here as well. Another pick off across the map. And when you have a hero like NP, who can just get anywhere onto the map on a low cooldown, this Treant Protector pick becomes way more valuable. We've seen it in the past with heroes like Spectre, right? Just being able to hunt in.
Yeah, Spectre or any kind of global hero, really, that can connect. Because that's what the shard is great for. You just scout around Invis, you get a route to give your team time, for example, to finish the teleportation in. So now that you're winning, it's like a free game. If you're behind, it's not enough. But I mean, yeah, when you're in a situation like this, it's great. Fly just walks around on his own. He knows that Yuma will be able to connect, and the two of them should be able to kill anyone. Maybe Marty Io could be a little tricky.
Yeah, well, we're going to see them take a fight in a couple different spots here. The heroes, the supports on the backside are readed up by Gunner, and in comes Yuma. They do get a great terrorize. It's going to pull them right back into the Marcy. The Roar is going to catch the puck. He's not going to be able to get his jaunt. He's in a little bit of a rough spot. They take down the Dark Willow. Yuma standing his ground, though, and Copy, he's back ready to go. The chase continues to coil out onto the Marcy. It ends up being a 4-0, and now in comes the Monkey King, hoping for something, but no scraps for you. They GG out. Another quick game from Nouns to take the series 2-0.
Yeah, it took a minute longer than last game. Some improvements there. I think they had a much better laning stage overall this time, but